Hello everybody, it is Witch Beatrice, and I'm talking as Kraus. This is Beatrice speaking. Haha, fuck you, never solved my riddle. I feel like the voice is slowly becoming like a racist Asian voice. Ho 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 ho, get out of here. Ho 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 ho, never solved my riddle.
I don't know, don't worry about it.
Alright, too late. Okay, still, Rosa is the culprit.
It doesn't matter anyways, because Kraus dies right away every single time, so you barely...
Yeah, damn it, I want to do more Kraus voice. Kraus voice is awesome. I should have given that voice to, like, Battler. Alright. So I guess let's get back into it. Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa were... What on earth are you talking about? Ah, Shannon. Thank goodness you're safe. If something had happened to you,
George. Ooh.
Ooh. Rosa fucking slaps her for saying ooh. George, be quiet for a second. A murder occurred before your very eyes, right? Did you see the culprit? Or not?
That is, how should I explain? Genji? Even we cannot adequately explain what happened in front of us. It certainly, happened right before our eyes. It was right in front of my eyes. However, it was, what was it? Even I don't understand.
What are you saying? You couldn't have met anyone except the witch Beatrice, whose location has been unknown since yesterday, or Cannon, who's gone missing. Was it a man or a woman? You should be able to tell me at least that much, right? Aunt Rosa, calm down a bit. Anyone would be confused if two people were taken out right in front of them. Goda, Genji, there's no need to rush. Tell us what happens, one thing at a time.
As to that, how should I say it?
Doc, I think this is me.
Yeah.
Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa have been killed. We understood that much. And it seemed that it had occurred in front of these people's eyes. But even so, they spoke awkwardly. They admitted that they had definitely seen the crime with their own eyes. But when asked to explain what they had seen, their mouths went suddenly shut. I couldn't understand why Aunt Rosa was irritated and flaring up. Shannon, did you see it when Dr. Nanjo was attacked?
Yes.
Tell me, just what you understand. What in the world happened?
Someone came to the back door. That's right. Someone came up to the back door. Then, wondering who it was, I opened the door.
Someone at the back door? Who was it? Let them finish. And after that?
Goda?
Yeah.
That person was stained with blood and had a large wound. We carried that person to the servant room, and Dr. Nanjo immediately began first aid. It was a very deep wound.
Like I said, who are you talking about?
I don't... Goda?
Yeah.
I don't know. Certainly, in the beginning, I thought that was the case. No, I still think that. But what in the world was that? I don't know.
In a manner that didn't match his large body, Goda held his head and scratched at it. I didn't have a clue if he was confused because he couldn't remember, or because he'd seen something terrifying and couldn't accept it. And Shannon looked the same way. If she let her guard down, what she'd seen just a short while ago would quickly melt away like a daydream, and she wouldn't be able to remember anything. That's what she looked like. Only Genji looked composed as usual, so the questions were naturally directed at him. However, even Genji took quite some time before he spoke, and he had to gather his thoughts. Genji, you saw it, right? Who came in through the back door?
At first, we believed that person was Cannon.
You see? He was alive after all. My theory was correct. Boy, at first you mean your impression changed later, right?
Yes, I cannot explain with words what happened after that. He killed Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa, then disappeared. At that time, he was definitely not canon. Yes, that's right. It's just as Genji says. You really couldn't explain it with words.
Do you have the same opinion?
Yes, I can only say the same thing.
If we give their claims the benefit of the doubt, it means that Ambrose's first conclusion was correct. Cannon had appeared near the back door to the kitchen with a serious injury. Then he had been taken to the servant room and cared for. After that, something terrifying had happened. So were these people so convinced that Cannon couldn't possibly have done such a thing that they had started to suspect whether it had even been Cannon after all. In other words, that means Cannon did appear. No matter how confused they are, no matter how they can muddle their words, that's what it means in the end. So does that mean, after all, Ken used some trick to escape that room even though it was locked? No, that doesn't matter anymore. The real problem is that Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa were killed. Aunt Rosa had claimed that Cannon was behind this from the very beginning. No matter how confused these people are, no matter how much they try to deny it, they're halfway confirming that she was right. But even so, for some reason, I felt like their awkwardness couldn't be explained by confusion alone. What did they see? Like they said, they really did see something that couldn't be explained with words. But the writer of this does explain it with words, so checkmate. Dummy. Aunt Rosa, who decided that further talk wouldn't get us anywhere, concluded her questioning and said that she wanted to check the two bodies. That was something I'd been wanting to do too. The witnesses had been unable to figure anything out, but they had been shaken. If those of us who hadn't been at the scene calmly looked at the corpses, we might find something. But it was a little surprising to learn that Aunt Rosa was also concerned about the bodies. Even at this point, I still wanted to use any clues I could find to expose the culprit and the truth myself. But it should have been different from Aunt Rosa's case. Hasn't Aunt Rosa prioritized staying safe over finding the culprit? I couldn't really see why she would go to all the trouble of leaving our barricade in the parlor just because she wanted to check the bodies. We'll all go to the servant room together. If we all move together, it'll be safe. Maria, stop playing with scribbles. Ooh, not scribbles. I'm solving Beatrice's puzzle. Ooh.
Maria's the only one trying to solve.
I guess. Beatrice's puzzle? What's that? Show me too. Hi, Rosa. Are you, bringing Maria too? It seemed that George was against the idea of bringing Maria to the bloody crime scene filled with murder and pain. But considering that Maria would be all alone if left here, it'd surely be much safer to take Maria with us. In the end, it was just Aniki's irresponsible humanism. We decided that all of us, including Maria, would go to the servant room. And then we all died on the way. Holy shit, what the fuck happened?
Now we're in the Golden Land. What is
now
this
we're in the
place?
Golden... Maria's in the Golden Land because she fucking solved it. What the fuck? The bed in the servant room was stained with bright red blood. Not just the bed. The whole room was covered with gruesome paint from countless blood stains. The dreadful scene alone was enough to give us an idea about the repulsive sight they've been trying to describe. Ooh, I want to look too. Maria, wait here with me. George was standing by the entrance, covering Maria's eyes with his back to the room. He probably didn't want a dirty and innocent girl's retinas with the pulse of blood in this room. That was surely the correct decision. I was acting tough right now, so I didn't mind. But for the rest of my life, whenever I see red paint scattered around, I'll probably remember this room and start to vomit. My retinas I've already had this room burned into them. In other words, it's already too late for me.
Huh? Where did they... Right after they
Right
entered...
after.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Right after they entered the servant room, Goda and Shannon trembled. We shook, wondering what horrible new situation had arisen to make them tremble again. What happened? What is it? Aunt Rosa also shuddered, raised her gun high, and searched for whatever it was that had made them shudder. But she couldn't find it. It was only
natural.
Why? Why? Nah, stop it. They were trembling because they couldn't find it. Hey, what in the world's going on?
The two bodies aren't here.
What does this mean?
That can't be. Those two were definitely here.
Wait. What the hell are you saying? The corpses just walked off somewhere? That couldn't happen, right? I mean, wasn't the servant room locked? Didn't you unlock the door when you came in just now, Goda? So, what does that mean? Isn't this the same as Jessica's room? Someone's disappeared from inside and closed her room again. That's ridiculous.
I don't have a clue what happened either. When we left this room, we definitely locked it. I don't have a clue what's going on anymore.
There was a timid, pitiful smile on Goda's face that he definitely wouldn't have let show normally. What the fuck? Pitiful smile. Shannon was the same. Two corpses disappeared, and furthermore, they disappeared while the door was locked. Even if Cameron was the culprit, he shouldn't have a master key anymore.
That's wrong. Cannon isn't the culprit.
Shannon. I believe Shannon. Cannon is not the culprit. This must be the doing of someone who looks a lot like him. What? No, that's retarded. No. Cannon could have gotten the master key. After all, his master key was found in the pocket of Jessica's corpse. And who took that key? That's right. It was Dr. Nanjo. That's right. Back then, it definitely was Dr. Nanjo who searched through Jessica's clothes and found the master key. So if someone had the opportunity to search Dr. Nanjo's corpse, it would be easy for them to take the master key back. Aunt Rosa searched under the bed and in the locker. By now, I understood what that meant. If you assume there are two culprits, they can't be easily explained. The first person was Cannon, or maybe an imposter who looked like him. He finished off Dr. Nanjo and ran off somewhere. The second person was probably the 19th person, Beatrice, whose location was unknown. That person hid under the bed in the servant room beforehand, and while Dr. Nanjo's body was enshrined here, they waited for Genji and the rest to leave.
But Cannon is dead.
But Cannon is dead. Cannon is dead, yep. Beatrice, and they searched the room right after Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
But if the witch was in this room, and they left before searching bodies, and Dr. Nanjo had the key on him, I can't remember what I was thinking about. Alright. Then later, they crawled out, took the master key from Dr. Nanjo's pocket, and carried the two corpses away for some reason. Then if they locked the door with the master key, you'd end up with a closed room. Whoa.
Ha 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 ha! You constructed that one pretty fast, basing it off your reasoning from Jessica's room. With that method, you could create a closed room even without magic. Should I give you passing marks? However, interestingly enough, there's one thing you mustn't forget. If the culprit took back the master key, as you suggest, they must have known that Nanjo took the master key from Jessica's body.
You don't have to tell me that. You're probably trying to say that it's information only the people in that place at that time could know. Ha! This third closed room was crushed so fast that you're stuck trying to make hurtful remarks like that. There's no art in repeating the same content over and over. I may have managed to bluff, but that move of the witch's hurts bad. I can tell that I'm cracking under the thing I want to deny the most. This person's trying to close in on me from two directions. On the one hand, there's a frontal attack where she tries to force me to believe there's a witch using closed room tricks that only a witch could do. On the other hand, there's a rear attack where she tries to lure me into wanting a witch to exist by strengthening my suspicion of those close to me. I won't let her. In the first closed room, the chapel, she used the frontal attack, but it didn't work on me. So by the second closed room, and now in the third closed room, she's definitely changed the direction of her attack. However, the fact that she is changing the direction of her attack proves that my resistance is having some effect. And she must have given up on the frontal attack, because she clearly can't win with it. I tried to settle my unease by thinking these things, but apparently, the witch had seen through me long ago.
Ha 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 ha! I will not abandon my frontal attack.
Oh, well, okay.
A rear attack only has meaning because it advances at the same time as the front. If I were to degenerate into only using the rear attack, it would merely result in a foolish plan where my means have become my goal.
Really? Well then, won't you repeat someone was hiding in the servant room using that red you're so proud of?
There is no need. The premise of your theory is about to be destroyed.
No. Oh, really? You refuse? So, someone really is hiding.
Rosa will destroy your premise right now. Ha 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 ha! Come, let's listen in.
Rosa? What's Rosa gonna say? I was the one who did everything!
Please believe us, Rosa. The two corpses were definitely lying here. The bright red blood on the floor is theirs.
Aunt Rosa began to search through various objects around the room, her back to Goat as he cried out in supplication. Eventually, she found something, and for a while, stopped moving.
Rosa, we definitely aren't lying. The two corpses were definitely here.
Be quiet. The person who hid the corpses has confessed that they took them to another place. Oh. With this. Rosa showed them a single sheet of paper over her shoulder. What on earth is that? Could it be a letter in a sealed envelope, just like in the chapel? Yes, that's right. It was set here, out in the open. I'll read it. Members of the Ushirimiya family and its household, have you now reached the climax of the riddle of the golden epitaph? There is only one way you can all stop me, by solving the epitaph's riddle. There are no other options left to you that will result in the suspension of my ceremony. I humbly ask that you take care not to misunderstand your current situation. Searching for me will prove useless. Attempting to escape will prove useless. Trying to deny me will prove useless. Beatrice the Golden. P.S. I borrowed those two corpses for my ceremony. They will be returned to you in due time, so I crave your indulgence. Also, these keys belong to you, so I return them to you now. As Rosa read that aloud, the contents of the envelope lay exposed in the palm of her hand. There were two master keys. The master key that Nanjo found in Jessica's pocket, which had originally been Cannon's, and Kumasawa's master key. What the hell? So, what does that mean? You again? You're saying I can only suspect the servants with keys again?
I won't say it in red, okay? I won't deny the possibility that after they locked the door and left, someone was hiding in this room, okay? If they hid under the bed, it still would have been possible for them to carry the corpses somewhere. But they wouldn't have been able to lock the door. The master key they went to all that trouble to get was left right here.
That's right, I'd forgotten. What about the keys specifically for this room? The servant room keys.
Indeed. Those are kept in the key box in the center of the servant room. There are several servant room keys, but all of those are inside the key box.
Which means the situation is exactly the same as Jessica's room. It's not like the servants would walk around with any unnecessary key when they have those convenient master keys. I can't accept that they're all kept in the key box.
And the other conditions remain unchanged as well. Entry and exit are impossible except for the single door and the single window. Therefore, hidden doors and irregular methods of entry cannot exist. Rejoice, great detectives. Ha 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 ha! And those were both locked. The door and the window do not permit any kind of entry or exit when they are locked, so it wouldn't work to remove the door and make a crack to slide in through or anything like that while the lock is still set. And obviously, it is impossible to unlock the door without a servant room key or the master key. It's a pain having to read all these aloud every time. Sooner or later, I should think of a word to put this all together and abbreviate it.
But you can't repeat that someone was hiding in this room. However, that alone won't break open the door of a closed room. Ah, damn it, damn it. It's useless. It's useless. It's all useless.
Ha 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 ha! What happened to that spinning the chessboard around thing you're so proud of? Please, announce your boastful, strange theory.
Spin the chessboard around? What would I do if I were the culprit? I carry the corpses off somewhere. I leave a letter. I lock the door from the inside. Then I just have to escape this room by some means. Damn it, is that even possible? I was told and read that you can't go outside except through the door or the window. Ah. At that moment, I got it. That's right. The culprit carried away the corpses, left the letter, and since they didn't use a hidden door, they weren't able to escape. That's it. This isn't a question, it's an answer. Beato, before I ask you to repeat anything, I want you to check the definition of hidden doors that you're using.
What have you thought of? Very well, I'll explain. A hidden door refers to an entrance or exit that cannot be recognized as such by those who don't know of it beforehand, of course. Even children know that.
So in other words, if you can't get outside the room with it, it isn't a hidden door.
Oh? So, that's your game.
I kept thinking there needed to be some way for the culprit to escape from the closed room. That's wrong. The culprit couldn't escape, so they decided to hide until we all left. During the second closed room, I tried applying this theory to Cannon. But after hearing Cannon was killed in red, I gave up. After that, I proposed that a third person might have been in the room before escaping through a hidden door. And then, for the first time, I was faced with a red claim that no hidden doors exist. Now move from there to what I've just learned. The term, hidden door, refers to things that makes it possible to enter or leave a room. In other words, that category doesn't cover things that don't actually lead in or out of the room, even if these things could never be recognized by people who didn't know about them beforehand. So if we had something like a hidden shelf or a secret closet, for example, that wouldn't count as a hidden door. That means the third person from Jessica's room is hiding here, waiting for us to leave. Ha, how pathetic. It was all just a bit of wordplay. Looks like that technique should be enough to handle this third closed room. If there's a hidden shelf under the bed or anything like that, that'd be enough. The culprit's hiding somewhere, waiting for us to leave. The culprit is also trapped in this closed room even now, which means at this very moment, the culprit is still hiding in the servant room, holding their breath. And that means, what the hell? Even though we've been tortured by closed rooms 3 times, at this very moment we've actually got the culprit and checkmate. I'm finally starting to see it. Eat this, Beato. Repeat it. There is no one in this room other than us. By us, I mean George Aniki, Maria, Aunt Rosa, Genji, Goda, and Shannon. Got it? What do you think? You can't say it right.
Ho.
I'll bet that hit you where it hurts. If you refuse to say it, damn it. Here comes the next one. Repeat it. I don't know how they're hiding in this room, but if they are, then this solves the second closed room, Jessica's room, at the same time. I finally caught her by the tail. With this, I can explain everything. Witches don't exist, and I don't have to suspect anyone. Alright, starting now, I'll spin it all around. Now I'll have her repeat that.
No one exists in this room except your group. Your group refers to Battler, George, Maria, Rosa, Genji, Goda, and Shannon.
Oh. What?
Let's go back to Jessica's room. When Jessica's corpse was discovered, only Battler, George, Maria, Rosa, Genji, Goda, Shannon, Kumasawa, and Nanjo were in Jessica's room. Whoops, the corpse of Jessica is also included. Therefore, both in the case involving Jessica's room and the one involving this servant room, no humans exist that you are not aware of. No one is hiding. And I'll say more. No method exists by which the door can be locked from the outside without using a key. Regarding the window, No method exists by which it could somehow be locked from the outside. And let me also say this. You are incompetent.
Dumbass. So, it's really a closed room, isn't it? And just when I'd finally managed to think of a way out, if you were hiding, that would fit everything. Just when I thought I'd broken through your trick. Damn it. It's useless. It's useless. It's useless. It's all useless. For a second, I thought I had it. It was all useless. Damn it. I was so sure that I'd finally seen through her, that I'd seen how she distracted me with her clever red wordplay and fooled me. Just when I thought I'd found light in the darkness, it disappeared. Just disappeared. Swallowed up by a blood-red sea. Red. Red, red, red. No one is hiding. And there's no hidden door, and no way to get past the door or the window while they're locked. Have you just proven that's all impossible? Has the devil's proof been fulfilled with a frontal attack? Impossible. That's impossible.
What's wrong, Ushiromiya Battler? Weren't you so confident in your ability to deny witches? Why are you groveling and wringing out bitter tears in a place like that? Yes, what a truly splendid tactic. Truly splendid how you're trying to make me fall over and drown in a sea of tears for my own laughter. That is what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to make me laugh and laugh and laugh myself to death, right, Ushiromiya Battler?
Shit. What are you calling magic? I'll definitely prove that witches don't exist. I'll definitely won't believe in you. You can use the power of magic and bullied and killed everyone for fun. I definitely won't accept that.
Hey Battler, sorry for bullying you so much. I'll spin the chessboard around from my side. I'll stand in your place and show you the best possible move you can make. Want to hear?
Don't screw with me. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
Consider Jessica's room. You are off to a good start, you know that. All that about hiding and waiting for everyone else to leave, that truly was well spotted. But why did you only think of Canon and me, the 19th person? I see, so the hide part of hiding and waiting got in the way, which prevented you from getting any further. Come on, you see what I'm getting at, don't you? It's Jessica. Jessica! If Jessica were the culprit, a farce like this could be... Oh, this is you, I think.
Alright. If Jessica were the culprit, a farce like this could be easily constructed. She killed Canon and carried him off somewhere. Then she played dead and let us walk by. But that's ridiculous. Dr. Nanjo definitely confirmed that she was dead. So was Dr. Nanjo an accomplice too? That's wrong. I also confirmed that Jessica was dead. Of course, I've never examined a corpse before, but she was definitely dead. I think she was dead. No, that's probably surely definitely what I thought, but certainly, wait, she was dead. She was dead.
Jessica was in on it, and Nanjo, who examined her corpse, was in on it too. Ha 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 ha! And that makes the third closed room a farce, doesn't it?
Yeah, then it's simple. Dr. Nanjo was in on it. So in other words, he's on the culprit side, which means he was never dead in the first place? We thought his body disappeared after he was killed, but what if he was never in the server room to begin with? So if Kumasawa disappeared with him, does that mean she's in on it too? That's not all. That's not all. The servants who all agreed to keep to that story, Genji and Goda and even Shannon, were also in on it. Then the one who stole the key from Marie's handbag was Jessica. No, it could even have been George. After all, if Shannon is on the culprit side, that automatically makes George on the culprit side. Wait a second, just wait a second. They're all wolves. They're all wolves. Not only am I drowning in an ocean of bright red blood, there are packs of wolves clamoring at the banks whose blazing eyes tell me that they'll eat me if I crawl out. Which way should I die? Should I deny everything and drown in a bright red sea? Or should I learn the truth and have my whole body chewed to bits by the wolves? It's either one hell or the other. I can't choose.
That's why I'm here. Come, Ushiromiya Battler, and kneel. Swear your eternal loyalty and lick my shoes. If you accept me, all of the riddles will be resolved. With my power, any kind of closed room can be created or destroyed. Battler, don't you want to abandon yourself to the joy of surrendering to one with power? I'll make you my favorite furniture. I'll love you so much and make you my toy until you turn to ashes. Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Lots of laughing.
Lots of laughing.
Told a pretty funny joke.
I mean, it was alright, I guess. It's not, like, bad. It's just, it could have been better. Honestly. Alright. Now it's clear. There is no longer any reason to doubt.
Huh? What are you saying?
Pow! He's fucking killed in his fucking head. You kept saying those two were dead, but they aren't here. And now we have this letter from Beatrice, where she's been kind enough to confess that she carried the corpses off. It's as simple as that. I've had enough of this farce. As Aunt Rosa yelled this, she looked at all of us with a fierce expression.
Well, what do you mean by farce?
Shut up. I said it in Jessica's room. You can't trust anyone but yourself and those whose corpses have been found. And since we can't find the corpses of those two people, we must not accept that they've been killed. Please wait, Aunt Rosa. What do you mean by that? Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa aren't dead. They're alive. We're supposed to believe that they've been killed, but they're definitely hiding somewhere in this mansion, so that they can attack us. How could you know that? Or are you saying that Goda and the rest are lying?
Rosa! I, Goda, know all of the Ushiromiya family servants. We all swear that nothing of the sort happened.
You all say that those two were killed, but since there are no corpses, we mustn't believe you. There's a chance that you worked out a story beforehand, that you're lying. There's a good way to prove your innocence, isn't there? Find Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa's bodies. If you can find them, then maybe I'll start listening to your story. But until you do, you cannot deny that you are all wolves. You, and you, I'll bet you were all bought by that witch that your eyes were blinded by gold. Do you really want money that much? That's right, isn't it? You want to live the easy life as long as you live. What value could a life like that possibly have?
Rosa, we couldn't have.
Be silent. And Shannon, don't get any closer. To think you'd repay a 10-year-long debt of gratitude with betrayal. I'll pull the trigger without mercy.
How could you? It's too cruel.
Aunt Rosa, that's horrible. A murder occurred in this room, and then the culprit carried the corpses away. All they're doing is honestly reporting what they saw. That's amazing. Oh, Shannon had finally broken down in tears. She had sacrificed 10 years to the Ushiromiya family. She had sacrificed 10 of the most brilliant years of her life. She believed that she built up a friendly relationship with Rosa. And this was what she got in return? You can kill a person without using a knife. I didn't have to be George to realize that Shannon had been stabbed deep in the heart, that she was shedding tears like blood.
Shannon, stay back! Rosa, it is true that I, Goda, have not served for many years, and I understand that I have not earned your trust. However, could you not believe in Shannon at least? She has sacrificed a full 10 years in service to the Ushiromiya family. I'm not telling you to believe me. At the very least, can't you believe in Shannon?
But even I don't understand anymore. I don't understand. We can't search for an answer without suspecting them. Yeah, bit by bit I'm starting to understand. It's because we've been searching an answer. That's why everything keeps going wrong. We don't need an answer. These are all strange murders committed with bizarre magic by the 19th person, the witch Beatrice. in accordance with some creepy ceremony. Isn't that enough? I don't want to suspect anyone anymore. Oh, Ballard, don't give in, you fucking idiot.
He's incompetent.
He's incompetent, right? Shit! That makes it all the more difficult. Or maybe all the more easy. I don't know. Shannon and Goda were protesting their innocence, half crying. Ganji quietly put a stop to that by shooting Rosa right in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm. Enough.
Yep.
What Rosa says is quite sensible. Until we find the corpses, we cannot prove Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa's innocence.
That's right. By Rosa's argument, if their corpses can be found, then the innocence of those people can also be proven. But that only counted for the corpses. Even if the survivors searched the mansion and found the corpses, in the end their own innocence would never be proven. They kidnapped Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa, killed them in another place, and locked the closed room with their own master keys. Unless the closed room could be broken by a method other than that one, it would be impossible to prove their innocence. But that couldn't be done. They only have one chance to prove their innocence. That can only happen if they meet with the culprit, become corpses, and are returned and then reunited with Aunt Rosa. Isn't that strange? They're innocent if they die, but guilty as long as they're alive. Like a witch trial. Oh right, the enemy's a witch, huh? Everything's cool. Is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually.
Rosa, we are furniture in service to the Ushiromiya family. Whether you trust us or not is no business of ours. No matter what assessment you give us, we will merely continue to serve until our final hour.
You really are a model servant. I deeply understand why Father trusts you. It really is heartrending that I must suspect even you. Ganji stuck his hand into his pocket and pulled out a master key. Then he set it on a nearby table.
I believe I was given this as a sign of the trust placed in me. If that trust has been lost, I think it only natural that I return it.
That's a good decision. Those master keys are the main reasons you've been suspected several times today. It may seem elementary, my dear Watson, that letting go of these might clear away that suspicion, but I don't think it's a bad thing.
You two. Genji looked okay.
Ganji looked at Goda and Shannon. The two of them nodded and set their own master keys on the table. Aunt Rosa laid the two master keys that had come out of the envelope on top. With that, all 5 master keys were gathered in this one place. In other words, this was proof that all of the servants' service until today had been negated, with even the final honor they should have been permitted stripped from them. So no more master keys. Maria, give me that handbag. Ooh, give it back. Aunt Rosa snatched Maria's handbag, tossed the master keys in there, and held one of them up for all to see. She was showing us that she now had all the master keys. Oh, are you satisfied now, Aunt Rosa? Now you have all the master keys. Doesn't that satisfy you? Yes, I'm satisfied. Even if I can't trust anyone else, I can at least trust myself. I've been able to get the gun and all the master keys for myself. Now I don't have to suspect anyone. You all are happy too, I take it? Now you don't have to be suspected anymore. At that time, Maria, who alone seemed to be watching this as though it were a show, sneered at her mother. Aunt Rosa reacted nervously to that laugh and turned around. Keys don't have anything to do with this. Beatrice can open doors with magic. She doesn't need keys. It doesn't matter who has or doesn't have something like that.
And Rosa shot her in her fucking neck.
Fuck yeah. Don't Don't I always tell you to stop laughing like that? That's what happens. What is it, Butler? I had just cut in between the two of them. No, that's not it. I was on my knees and hugging Maria's head. I was crying. 'Cause I'm a little bitch. What can I say? Just stop it already, Aunt Rosa. Maria was right. What are you talking about? Maria, I'm sorry for doubting. I'm sorry for not believing. Butler. It was all the witch's doing. The witches doing all that stuff about tricks and closed rooms didn't matter. It's just that the witch Beatrice actually exists. And she's really a witch. And because I didn't believe, it's been so painful and so sad.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
You believe in Beatrice? Yeah, I believe. Beatrice exists. And she's a witch who uses strange magic. Butler. Maria let go of my hand, and then she was the one holding my head. That's enough, Butler. Beatrice existed. You had so much believing, so you couldn't see her. Witches exist. They exist, and will come soon. You believed in Beato, so you'll surely be invited to the Golden Land. Very soon now. It will happen very soon, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's no need to be afraid, okay? Stay with me. Hands joined, okay? Let's think about the riddle of the epitaph together. Let's think about Beato's puzzle. Beato has been saying it from the beginning. She hasn't said anything other than, let's play and solve this puzzle. Right, she did. Searching for the culprit was just a waste of time. If only we had just believed in the witch. After gently brushing my teeth... Shit. After gently brushing my cheek as my...
After gently brushing my teeth.
As my tears kept It's okay, Butler. I'll brush your teeth. As my tears kept dripping down, Maria kissed my forehead, as soft as a feather,
Aww.
but twice as shittily. I don't know what that means. For just that instance, Maria's smile, which had once seemed creepy to me, looked like that of an angle.
An angle?
Yep, an angle. Or your devil.
What? An angle?
What? Angle. Balor's stupid, so he can't spell, okay? Come on. He can't pronounce words. He's terrible at enunciating.
We have returned the master keys, but our loyalty to the Yoshiromiya family will not change. From now on, we will not enter the parlor without permission. Rosa, please lock the parlor from the inside.
You truly are an admirable person. When the typhoon passes, if the cries of the seagulls return to this island again, I wonder if we'll be able to trust each other once more.
If you were to grant us your trust once again, there could be no greater pleasure.
I see. We'll definitely be able to understand each other when the seagulls cry. Dun 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 dun. Dun. That's a Star Wars theme. I felt like singing it.
What?
What?
Is
I
this
think I'm just
Genji?
insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is Genji. It's
It would
Genji.
probably be best if we left this room as it is until the police come. Rosa, if you would please lock it. We will return to the kitchen. If you need anything, please command us at any time.
Thank you. If you are a wolf, how shamelessly you speak. And if you are a sheep, then I'm sorry for throwing you into the cage of wolves.
Furniture entrusts its fate to the family. If I could regain your trust by giving up this life of mine, I would consider it a great honor.
I hope you all manage to remain safe until the typhoon passes, if such a thing is possible. This is all a rhapsody of blowing winds and pouring rain befallen by the typhoon. When the performance ends and the curtain closes, we will surely be able to grasp hands together again. Is it Rhapsody or what's it called? Rhapsody? Alright. When the seagulls cry. Aunt Rose.
That's the name of the game.
Fuck off. No. It's not the name of the game. The name of the game is cash. Cold hard cash. The gold. We need the gold. Where's the gold? Give me the gold. Aunt Rose nodded in response. Genji turned on his heels. He left the servant room. Goda's face was still streaked with tears, but maybe he'd managed to sort out his feelings as he listened to Genji's words. His face had been truly shameful, but it returned to the face of the Goda we knew well.
I will also be waiting in the kitchen. If you need anything, please command me at any time. If you wish for some warm food, I, Goda, will have the very best prepared for you.
Wait a second. What happened to the soup he was preparing?
That was only for the servants.
Yeah, but what happened to it? Never ate it or anything.
I think some of them ate it. I don't know.
They never explicitly said that they ate it.
Okay, well maybe it's been sitting there all day, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I can't wait for your breakfast tomorrow. And the boat will probably come by midday tomorrow. Thanks for everything up until now. Your cooking was my only pleasure on Rockanjima.
Certainly. I, Goda, will prepare a supreme breakfast. Please look forward to tomorrow morning.
Thank you. And Shannon, tomorrow morning, let's make up and have some delicious coffee. Delicious coffee. Huh? George? I'm going with them.
It's all right, George. Please return to the parlor. There are no more master keys. So, if you're with Rosa in the parlor, you won't be threatened by anyone.
You're right. That's how things have sorted themselves out, isn't it? Objectively speaking, I'd say you'll be safest with me in the parlor. But I won't force you to stay with us. George, you may stay in any place you feel is safe. You're already an adult. It's up to you where and with whom you spend the time until tomorrow morning. Yeah, I will decide with whom I'll spend this night. Anarchy. Butler, stay with Aunt Rosa in the parlour. I'm sure you'll be safest there. Everywhere outside the parlour is dangerous in comparison, so I can't leave her in a place like that alone. It's not like I suspect Shannon and the other servants, or anyone at all. I don't want to suspect anyone. The inheritance, the gold, that's all nothing. No, it's everything. There's no way people are killing each other over things like that. Yes, I know better than anyone how pure your heart is, Butler. No one will blame you. No one. Anarchy. It's alright. I'll protect you, Butler. If you're with me, even Beatrice won't be able to lay a hand on you. I may be small, but I'm still a witch, and I'll fucking cast a spell. Yes, Maria, I'm leaving Butler in your care. Alright, Shannon? Let's go to the Golden Land.
Yes, Rosa, if you would excuse me, if you have an order, please call me at any time.
I'm sorry for saying something so cruel just now. I don't expect you to forgive me until tomorrow morning. But when tomorrow morning comes, let me apologize again.
Yes, thank you very much.
George and Shannon left the servant room together. Not only Maria, Aunt Rosa, and I were left in this disgusting, bloodstained room. Until Genji disappeared. Until Goda disappeared. Until George and Shannon disappeared. We stood there, shocked. After their presence and their footsteps had completely disappeared, Aunt Rosa giggled, as though she just remembered something pleasant. The fact that she was a gun, that she was a gun. She has a gun. She is a gun. You can't trust them for a moment. That damn furniture. That one sentence made me choke. What What are you saying? Something like that. There are 5 master keys in all? Who would believe that? It's obvious that some duplicate keys exist, as if we could trust them just because they pulled they pulled keys out of their pockets. You don't mean that. You don't mean that, right? By setting down those keys, they weren't just letting go of them. You've made all their hard work count for nothing, disgraced it, trampled it, and in the end, you've made them give up their keys. What's with that parting line? You've shown that they're willing to go this far, and you still can't trust them. Too much. That's just too much. It's a devil's proof. There are 5 master keys in all. It's impossible to prove something like that. You can't show that there are 5 master keys by placing them in here. But you can't prove there are no more than 5 exist. Only a demon or a witch could prove something like that, right? Stop it already. Stop it already. Please, Beatrice, show yourself right now. And tell Aunt Rosa and Red that there are only 5 master keys. Please, I'm begging you. This can only be proved by devils, by a witch like you. Please, Beato, show yourself here and tell Aunt Rosa that those are all the master keys. And there's no need to suspect anyone anymore.
There are only 5 master keys. There are only 5 master keys. How's that? No matter how often I say it, it won't reach Rosa's ears. After all, it seems there's still someone who denies that I exist, right? Ushiromiya Battler?
I accept it. I accept it. You exist. You exist. You definitely exist. So I'm begging you, stop this already. Stop it already. Stop it already.
Words alone are not enough. Show it with your actions. Swear from your heart that you will become my furniture. Can you do it? Take off your clothes, be naked, then put your hands on the ground and crawl. Clothing is proof of one's humanity. From now on, you will become furniture, so it's only natural
Oh my God.
that you will lose that right.
What the fuck?
Then kneel, make your tongue crawl on my shoes. Can you do it? You can do it, right? When you do, I'll appear and say it in red. I'll tell Rosa that there are only 5 master keys. Oh, but of course, you'll never abandon that lordly pride of yours. But you've done well, you've done more than enough, and you're starting to get that tingly feeling, aren't you? For just an instant, you thought maybe licking my shoes wouldn't be so bad, didn't you? And you immediately denied that and felt ashamed, right? Just looking at your expression feels just heavenly. That face of yours is so pathetic, so go look in a mirror. You'll see how low you are, naked and licking my shoes, right? Can you see it, Ushiromiya Battler?
Huh. So, like, does she exist or does she not exist? That is the question. So weird.
6 o'clock.
6 p.m. What the hell? This is the last one, isn't it? The last one of the season 2, episode 2.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We've still got a lot more characters. Yeah. How many characters are there? There's like a lot. Yeah, we haven't even seen Kenzo in like since the first episode, since the first one we did today.
Yeah, he was getting Shannon to write that will.
Yeah, so what's on his will? I wonder. I wonder. We'll probably learn by the end. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll learn by the end. Yeah. Also, shouldn't Beatrice be like grayed out?
Why?
So
Oh, because she's missing?
Yeah, because she's missing from the
Yeah,
actual
but she's
like,
not.
story.
She's not grayed out.
Yeah, but she's not. Huh. So like, What's gonna happen? Maybe Beatrice's furniture. That's why she can do magic.
Whose furniture?
Beatrice. Oh, whose furniture?
Maybe Beatrice's Battler's furniture.
Nah, maybe Beatrice is Maria's furniture. Cause like,
Maybe.
what do you mean maybe?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. All right. I see how it is. All right. Well, yeah. I think that's the end of this one then.
Yep.
It's kind of still really weird. Like that entire thing at the end was like only 5 keys. Like they were just like spouting out all these different like all this red text, and I'm like, holy shit, I can barely keep up.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of reds.
There's a lot of red text, and I didn't read all of it, and I don't know all the rules now. I don't know all the rules in regards to that closed room. So the only way that you can reconcile this is if one of the servants had gone in and exchanged bodies or some shit. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. I'll have to look at it on my own time. All right, but yeah, that's the end. That's the end. That's the end of this one.
Okay.
Goodbye. Have fun. Don't believe in the witch ever. Never.
Awesome.